guys, it's Kelly. Welcome back to my channel. Today I'm going to be doing a tag video, and these are always so much fun. I saw Hannah from Smoky Glow, I follow her, and she did this video as well. She did this video when I watched it. It was today when I watched it. Now I don't know if this is going to go up today or if it's going to go up in a couple of days, not sure, but I got the idea from her, or got the questions from her. She said she had seen several other people do it as well. So I don't know who the originator is, but I thought they were really fun questions about makeup and beauty and things like that, and it was something that I thought would be fun to do for you. It gives you, anytime you're doing tag videos, it gives your audience just that much more to get to know you, I think. And any kind of tag videos, beauty related or not, are always fun. It kind of gives you an idea of how people feel about things on the inside, if you know what I mean. So I'm ready to get started. Let's go. The first question is, what is the oldest makeup product in your collection? Well, guys, I've got a lot of older things that I have kept for, I don't know, sentimental purposes, I guess you could say. But if I had to say the oldest, I started out in makeup with Clinique, and that was what I, used as a preteen and adolescent and that sort of thing, because that's what my parent bought me. My mom took me to the counter and said, fix her up, and that's what we did. It was very natural, very light, that sort of thing. When I first really truly discovered makeup, and it wasn't makeup that was just the necessity thing that I wore to school every day, was when I first saw and heard about the Urban Decay Naked Palette, the original Naked Palette. Guys, I still got it in my collection. Along about the same time, I also got the Chocolate Bar palette from Too Faced, the original, and I have both of those in my collection still. Just can't seem to bring myself to get rid of them. And there's a couple of other products that I have that are older too, that I'm thinking about using in a new and upcoming video. But if I had to point out the absolute oldest, it would be my original Urban Decay Naked Palette. It's been around for a lot of years. Number 2, what is your most recent makeup purchase? Well, I don't know if you would call it makeup, but the most recent thing that I purchased was the sunscreen that I've been using. But I also purchased, I would have to say that the most recent makeup product would be either the Maybelline Fit Me powder, or I also purchased some skincare. But I think this is probably the most recent actual product that I purchased as far as makeup is concerned. Number 3, what is the first makeup product you ever used? Oh my gosh. Oh, this takes me back. When I was a little girl, I used to sneak into my grandmother's bathroom when I was visiting, and she always had the old school CoverGirl liquid makeup. And when I would go to her house, I would always put on that liquid makeup. I'd slather that stuff all over my face, and I thought I was it. I thought I was so hot and so cute and so pretty, and that I looked so much older. Guys, I couldn't have been even 10 years old by then. So I know for a fact that's the first makeup that I ever used, was my grandma's liquid makeup from CoverGirl. And it was the original one in the triangular bottle, and it almost smelled like Noxzema. It had a really weird smell to it. I would know that smell anywhere now. If I was to smell it again, I would know exactly what it is. Very distinct. But that was the first makeup product that I ever used, and that was long before I was old enough to even do makeup. So let's go to the next question. What is a makeup trend that you used to love but you now hate? Well, I have to say the one thing that was a makeup trend for a really long time that I absolutely hate is when people would take their concealer and they would make the big triangle full and just smear it all over, or smear it all over their face. If you weren't wearing any kind of other foundation, I can see where blending it out like that might work, but I absolutely hate it now. Not just because I think it's too much product for your under eye and makes everybody look dry, but with mature skin, can't do that anymore. So I really hate that, and I'm so glad that it's no longer the trend. Okay, well, it says, what is the makeup trend that you used to hate but now you love? Cream products, guys. I never thought I would be a cream product kind of girl, but I actually really love some good cream products. I'm seriously thinking about getting the new NARS cream bronzer. It's just like their summer release. I'm thinking about getting that. But I really enjoy my Physicians Formula cream bronze stick or whatever. And I've been testing the waters into some other cream products, and I'm really finding that I like it. And I used to be like, don't bring cream stuff anywhere near me. Things have changed. Okay, and I'm looking down. My computer is in front of me. That's why I keep looking down for the questions. Okay, it says, what is your favorite step in your makeup routine? It's always going to be highlight. I'm always going to love a good highlighter. I love that glow. Do I use it like other people? Not usually. Do I overdo it? Usually. Do I care what anybody else thinks? Not usually. I absolutely love highlighter, and that is probably the makeup that I have the most of in my collection. It's going to be highlight. Absolutely love highlight. I love it on my nose, love it right here above my brows. I love it on my cheeks. You know, I just avoid the eye area because I'm getting old, you know. So, yeah, that's my favorite. Okay, it says, what is a makeup product you can't live without? It's going to be concealer. Even though I don't use a lot of concealer, it is the one thing I think that gives me the most boost and age correcting kind of thing, because it helps me hide my under eyes. My under eyes are really serious, and I don't want to bring a foundation up that high, but I could make it work with just concealer and no foundation if I needed to, because most concealers are pretty thick and can be moved around a good bit, especially with a beauty sponge of some sort. So there's that. Okay, what sparked your love for makeup? I think just playing in my grandmother's bathroom with different things. I remember that I had a little bit of money, and my mom, we would go to the store and she would let me go and do some shopping and that sort of thing. And I remember I used to always go to the makeup, and I found this bright sky blue metallic eyeliner stick. It was very much like a crayon. It didn't have to be sharpened or anything like that. It was exactly packaged like a crayon, and it was bright blue. And I remember I used to put that on my lash line. Oh my gosh, y'all, I love that product. I have no idea who made it. I don't know where you could find one like it anymore, but it was so beautiful to me. So I'm gonna go with that. Okay, it says, what is the worst makeup look you've ever done? Probably lack thereof. I would have to say some of the worst makeup I've ever done is when I've not done a good job on my under eyes. I have quite a few pictures that I really don't like. Some of my pictures on my social media even, I'm really not proud of the picture because I look so dry and I look real crepey. So I would have to say just about any picture I've taken where I didn't do a good job with my under eyes, because my under eyes are in such serious need for help. So if I didn't do a good job and it shows, that's going to be it every time. Okay, the other thing is, what is your favorite makeup look you've ever done? I remember doing a look that it was inspired by Emily Noel, and it involved a glitter stick or something like that. That was one of my favorite step out of the box kind of whoa girl kind of looks that I really liked, and it was just silver. It had the Rimmel white crayon, and I think the Lorac silver metallic glitter something. I really liked it. It was for a party at night, and it worked out really good. It's nice and sparkly. It sounds terrible, but it actually turned out pretty good. And then pretty much anything where I use a really bold lip, or I just love those kinds of looks. So I do enjoy my daily, normal, neutral, you know, everyday kind of look, but I really love the colorful ones, especially in my cocktail series. I love those. They're so much fun. Okay, let's see what it says. What is your favorite drugstore makeup product? Without a doubt, makeup product wise, it's going to be concealer or chapstick. I'm addicted to chapstick. I love chapstick so much, y'all. Just any kind of a lip balm at all, whether it's tinted or not, that's going to be my go-to every time. Okay, the next one says, what is your favorite place to shop for makeup? I love Sephora. Don't get me wrong. I love me some Sephora. But when it comes to the point system and, you know, being able to get makeup at a decent price, you know, and trying to, you know, save a little money, I'm definitely an Ulta girl. I prefer Ulta or just your regular drugstore makeup a lot. I do have my key products that are like Sephora / luxury, I guess you could call it. But yeah, I'm definitely much more of a drugstore / Ulta kind of girl. Okay, the next one is, what is your favorite drugstore makeup product? I really do enjoy me a good moisturizer. This one that I use, the L'Oreal Revitalift Fragrance Free, between this and my drugstore concealer and loose powders, oh my gosh, those are my favorites, I do believe. Yeah, and I hate to say concealer in every answer, but I mean, like, my concealer is everything. Okay, let's see what it says next. It says, what is your favorite splurge makeup product? Well, I love me some NARS lipsticks, the Audacious lipsticks. Oh my God, I love them. One of the other things that I splurged on that I really, really love is this Marc Jacobs Omega Bronze in the color Tantastic. Definitely a splurge, and I purchased the brush that goes along with it. But, oh my gosh, I love it. It is the best. It smells just like coconut, and I adore it. I really do love it. I'm wearing it right now. Love it. I can't help it. I just love it. I even like the packaging. And I don't know, it seems like maybe Marc Jacobs might be leaving Sephora because all of his products are on sale right now. So hit Sephora's website and see what you can find. You might find something you like. What is your most repurchased makeup product? Well, it's going to be a setting spray. I use a lot of setting spray. So I'm going to say that, and then I'm also going to say that the other, you know, kind of thing would be some sort of skincare. I go through skincare a lot. So, you know, like masks or moisturizers, you know, serums, things like that. What is your earliest makeup memory? Definitely at my grandma's, stealing her CoverGirl liquid makeup. Oh my gosh, the smell alone, I would know it anywhere. It had the weirdest smell, almost like a cold cream Noxzema kind of smell. Ugh. But I used to smear that stuff on my face, and I thought I was so, I just thought I was the bomb, you know. I couldn't have been 8 or 9 years old at the most. Okay, next question. What is the most underrated makeup product you own? The most underrated, I'm gonna say serums. I guess that's technically not makeup, but it's skincare. I think they're really underrated, especially a good oil, a facial oil. Guys, especially for, you know, mature skin. It's really a good thing, and I like to you know, use a good facial oil when I am, you know, shaving my face, getting rid of the baby fuzz, you know, the peach fuzz, that kind of stuff. Yeah, so I'm gonna go with that. And I do think that the e.l.f., their little bite-sized palettes that have like 4 colors in them, I think they're like $3. Those things are the bomb.com for real. And I think even though they kind of had their little heyday on YouTube, they really need to continue putting out some different color combos, because those shadows, the quality, and they're just $3, out of this world. And I'm sorry if you can hear Doggy over here. She's prancing around me while I'm trying to video. What is the most overrated makeup product you own? Oh, wow. The most overrated. The most overrated, even though I love it, I'm going to go with the Tatcha Silk Canvas. This stuff is amazing. It really is. But I also have the e.l.f. version. It's a dupe. It's a true dupe. The e.l.f. one is a true dupe. So I would just say that anything Tatcha is a little bit overrated in my opinion, because I am on a normal person's kind of budget, and I just think that if you can get something that is pretty much exactly the same thing for just a few bucks, I think it's like $8 for the Pore Putty Primer from e.l.f. I think it's like $8. Yeah. So you can get that versus the Tatcha, which is lots. What is a discontinued makeup product you wish would come back? I'm going to go ahead and say the Becca Highlighting Eye Brightening Cream. It's not exactly discontinued yet, but it's being discontinued because Becca's closing shop. So this is like the best product ever, and this is going to be discontinued, and that just breaks my heart because it has helped me so much. I'm a huge fan of this. So I'll go ahead and say that for sure. Where do you go for makeup inspiration? Other YouTubers. I love the beauty community. I mean, not the drama part of it. Not the drama part. I really enjoy watching actual tutorials. Kathleen Lights is so much fun to watch. I love her. I love Manny MUA. I love Laura Lee, but she's beginning to branch out into more life and home kind of stuff. But she always does really pretty stuff. Of course, I like Desi, and I like Katie too. So just anybody that does real, true tutorials, not just, you know, trying to sell the latest thing out there for some company or whatever. What do you hope to see less of in makeup's future? I really want to see less glitter. I don't like a matte eyeshadow that has this random glitter blended through it, that all it does is fall off and hit you under the eyes anyway. I really would like to see people get rid of glitter. Glitter has a place and time. It can come in a container by itself that you can use, but don't put it in my eyeshadow, not my plain matte. Like, I'll give you an example. Okay, this is my example. This is one of the e.l.f. bite-sized palettes I was talking about, right? Okay, do you see that glitter right there? The only thing it's good for is falling off your lid and onto your face. It does not stay with the powder, the eyeshadow itself. It's just there. So like, why? Now, don't get me wrong, I use it, but I also know that if I'm going to use this one, I have to do my eyes first because I have to clean up what's left over. It falls out, and I don't understand the point. I just don't understand. And then it says, what do you hope to see more of in makeup's future? Oh my gosh. First of all, I want to see more inclusivity. I want to see a broader shade range from everybody. I think that even though I love It Cosmetics CC Cream, there's not enough shades. I find that I have a hard time sometimes, you know, it's like, even if they do have plenty of shades, they don't stock that many of different shades. So if you go in there and you get something that's kind of uncommon, it's always out of stock, or it's gonna say, you know, that it's sold out online or something like that. So I think that we need to, you know, definitely not just, you know, make sure that we're stocking, but we need to broaden our horizons when it comes to colors, because there are people on the really light, you know, end of the spectrum, and people of color that are on the very far end of the spectrum, and neither of those two far end of the spectrum folks have a shade to choose from. And I just think that that's really sad that we're in 2021 and that's a thing. And then the only other thing I can come up with, other than I think we need to have more color shades spectrum, whatever you want to call it. I would like to see a continuation of some higher end brands becoming a little bit more reachable. And what I mean by that is I'd like to see a couple of the higher end luxury companies bring in some products that don't cost as much, but that are just as high quality. Or I want to see, if you're at the drugstore and you're paying a luxury price, then it needs to be that quality, because some of the stuff in the pharmacy right now, or your, you know, local drugstore or Walmart and things like that, even Ulta, that stuff can get expensive. I mean, like, just, you know, a couple of the things that I have that are drugstore, Maybelline or, you know, L'Oreal or whatever, real expensive. So I'd like to see either the price come down or the quality go up. So I'm going to say that with a larger shade range for everyone. And that's going to be it, I think. Guys, that's 21 questions. Really crazy questions, but it brought back a bunch of memories for me. It's always fun to come up with great new ideas for, you know, videos for the channel. I am trying very, very hard, even though I'm in the middle of packing up and moving, and filming is really hard. I am trying and making such an effort to get some videos out for you guys. And I hope you appreciate it. I hope you watch. I hope that you enjoy the content that I put out. If you have any video ideas, things that you'd like me to do a video on, don't forget to tell me down below, because I can use all the ideas I could get. I'm kind of, you know, restricted a little bit right now, but once I get moved and I get things unpacked and I have a place that I can use for filming regularly, then it's going to just open me up to doing so much more. So definitely leave me ideas down below. Guys, I love you. Don't forget to give me a thumbs up on your way out, and I'll talk to you later. Bye.